Bikepacking for years. Petit Train du Nord, Véloroute des Bleuets, Confederation Trail with the kids. We thought we were ready, we weren't. This time, it didn't care. Fast descents, then the trail breaks. Old ground, forgotten routes, no comfort left in it. Raw, roots, and no mercy. No exit signs, only forward. And it keeps climbing, heavier every step. Hike a bike into the dark, then the river, and the trail is gone. Where the road ends, the Butter Tart begins. In this episode, day 1, and the trail wastes no time. Roots, rocks, heat, climbs, and suddenly the Butter Tart doesn't feel quite as funny anymore. Welcome to Suck It Up Butter Tart. We packed our fears, and then packed everything else too. Fuel, fixes, backup plans, everything we thought 800 kilometers might demand. On paper, we were ready. We thought the hardest part of the BT700 would be the riding. We were wrong. Before we even left Creemore, the trip was already starting to fall apart. So we're in Creemore, Ontario, day 1 of the BT700 XL. It's not starting off as planned. So we're staying at this cute little bed and breakfast, Emily's Place. We decided to start from here because it was closest to where we were leaving the kids. The old house built in 1880 about, so really a quaint little place to stay. We recommend it. We just had supper at the pub and David's putting his bags on his bike, but he might have a flat already and we haven't even started. So we'll see how that goes. So David's front tire is not holding air. The valve is broken. We tried saving weight, putting some TPU tubes in our tires and ordered them online from China, $70 the tube. And even his spare one is leaking. So we have to go into Barrie, which is half an hour away, to a bike shop, and we're gonna buy some extra tubes to, thankfully this happened here where we still have the car. We're not in the middle of nowhere. And they're announcing thunderstorms this afternoon with a 36 degrees Celsius humidex. So we were hoping to get an early start, which will not happen. So we'll see how far we make it. Our bikes are fully loaded, and I'm a bit nervous to see if we'll be able to do the single track areas with such heavy bikes. I think I have 55 pounds of gear. David has 75 pounds of gear. So we're clearly not bikepacking ultralight endurance racers. So we'll see how it goes. We are in Gowan, a memorial park. A great little place to stop in Creemore with a covered roof and picnic tables if ever it's raining. There's also porta potties. So June 30th, we're at Bikeland in Barrie. And we just managed to repair David's bike wheel, so we're gonna head back to Creemore and hopefully start the BT.
So finally we're starting. We just went back to Barrie to get some tubes, and it's been changed. Nice orange color this time and not made from China. And we're ready to start. 73 kilometers today, or maybe less, and 1,500 meters. The start. So here we are just outside of Creemore, and what we see on the second corner, 6% climb, already 250 meters and counting. The challenge for the BT700 XL is try to, or be stubborn enough to don't walk a bike.
No maintenance, use at your own risk. Here we go into the woods. It's scorching hot today. Must be over 30 degrees right now with humidex. We must be close to 40 Celsius. We just climbed up a really steep hill, at least 100 meters. Now we just entered the no winter maintenance road, so at least we're off-road. It'd be tough, but no cars at least, and a bit of shade maybe, and it's going downhill, which we like right now. Our bikes are really way too heavy for this, but at least we have good tires. We should survive.
Alright, so it's starting no longer in road trail, four-wheeler trails, and we should have some of those surprise all the road long for 950 kilometers or so. It's so rough, but with all the equipment we have, it's not going to be that easy.
Wow. Here we are, beginning of the no maintenance route, just out of Creemore, going downhill with some big roots. This is quite steep, the descent. Not used to this. No mountain bike experience here, but this is quite steep. I'm scared. See, I think if my bike was not loaded, I'd be able to do this. But yeah, we definitely need a little bit of mountain bike experience and not a loaded bike.
Ils sont malades, ces Ontariens. C'est débile. C'est pas une piste de vélo, c'est une piste de vélo quand tu as à peu près zéro équipement et une bonne assurance. So this is our first part of hike-a-bike, and it's a hike-a-bike while getting downhill, not uphill. And this hill is especially difficult. Lorraine saw me go down the hill. It was a bit dangerous, hard on the suspension, and well, I think it's safer to go back, to go down like this, so not to break any equipment. So it's still climbing, and we only made it about a bit over 10 kilometers right now, in over more than an hour. Very different than what we used to pedal with the rail trail and a 3% denivellation max. Here we already reached 9%. And look at this hill just in front of me. It's gonna be a big day today, and we'll try to do the best as we can. The goal was 75 kilometers or so. I'm not quite sure, but the morale is good, and we'll see with the thunderstorm that are supposed to be coming in 3 hours what you're gonna do. So today would be Creemore to Mono, or maybe Creemore to Shelburne, depending on the weather. So Lorraine is grinding her way up. It's a 9% climb, and it's only the beginning because there's another one just over there. Look at that. And we're not even at 500 meters total, and today it's 1.5 meters climbing. So we are quite at the side of 2.5 type of fun.
Pedaling up another hill in some farmland in Ontario somewhere. Left Creemore this morning, and lots of traffic still on the roads, are quite busy. Even for these side dirt roads have quite a bit of truck. It's really hot. I don't know how much, over 30. With Humidex must be close to 40. Beautiful farmland though, on top of the hills, nice views. It's hard, so know what you're getting into. So David made it up on top of the hill, one pedal stroke at a time. Not for the faint-hearted, this Butter Tart 700. I mean, we ride our bikes to work every day, and then back and forth. It's a 30-kilometer ride. Yeah, so make sure you're in shape and that it's not 30 degrees.
Lavender is a big thing here. There's plenty of field of lavender, and we can smell it sometimes. This is an old cemetery. Thunder can be heard, and the rain will be coming soon. So I would like to thank Mr. KD for designing the BT700 with such a detail for getting all the little cliffs around the place. We are now near Noisy River Park, and this is the second hike-a-bike for Lorraine, and I would like to say that you are crazy, but I like you like that, and you still haven't got me yet with the hike-a-bike, so maybe I'll survive, maybe not. One thing for sure is that we're going to go surely but slowly. So look at those hills. We just finished 2.5 kilometers on a 200 meter climb or so. It's pretty rough. We signed up for it, but we did not have prepared enough in advance for that kind of climb, but we'll get used to it. Still fun. That's it, Bruce Trail, single track. And guess what? Hills. Hi, I'm good.
Take care.
Yeah, you too.
At first, the heat was unbearable. Then everything changed. One flash, one massive boom, way too close for comfort. We knew we shouldn't be there, but there was nowhere else to go. Type 3 fun had officially begun.
So we are at Bruce Trail, just a bit south of Concession 30, and there's been raining like 45 minutes non-stop. We decided to go back on our race because there was still some huge climbs on gravel with all that water and all washed up. So it's already like almost 5 o'clock and we're a bit on survival mode right now. So we were lucky because there's a little bridge here that allows us to pass the bridge, and the trail goes there. We went there, and it's not possible to go the other way around this time because of the water current. So the plan is to go back using regular route, not trail, and try to find a motel, maybe in 1.5 hours of bike, and think of what we do tomorrow. Hopefully the rain is going to be finished. So that's about it. Lauren decided not to put her coat, and she's all wet, and even if I put mine, I'm also all wet anyway. So we were at the mountain over there on Bruce Trail and decided to go back.
The only option was a steep hiking trail covered in slippery mud. We had to unload all the bags, carry them separately, and push the bikes uphill, one brutal section at a time.
And there we go for another big climb. 175 meters over 3.3 kilometers. That's great. It's not finished until it's not finished.
So we just went up a big hill, almost like a little mountain, 13-degree grade. Yeah, I have no more juice. I can't wait to get to the hotel. We've only done, I think, 41 kilometers in 4 hours. Not our usual speed at all. So, yeah, tough day, tough first day.
C'est complètement fou ici. Il y a des montées de la mort à peu près à toutes les 5 km. On n'arrive pas à faire la distance de façon aussi intense qu'on voudrait. On est dans le 10 km/h environ, même moins que ça. C'est censé être une des zones les plus difficiles, puis effectivement, on se trompe pas.
Eventually, we rolled into a motel completely exhausted. There was nobody at reception, but somehow they still had a room available. We were so tired, we seriously considered pitching the tent anywhere we could find a patch of grass. Instead, we ran to grab burgers before the restaurant closed, took showers, and collapsed back in the room. That's when David realized his emergency $100 bill was missing. He was immediately convinced that our suspicious neighbor had broken into the room through the back window while we were gone. David built an entire crime scene investigation in his head. The neighbor, the open window, the timing, the motive. There was just one small problem with the theory. A few minutes later, David picked up his e-reader, and the $100 bill fell right onto the bed. Case closed. Detective David retired for the night. So we're in a really sketchy motel in Shelburne. I can't say that I recommend it, but that's it. We didn't really have a choice where to stay. We didn't feel like camping with the rain. We're all wet and the thunderstorms coming this night. So we have all our stuff drying in our room. And it was a tough day mentally, going up the hills and, telling yourself, okay, you can do this, so don't stop. But there were a few hike bikes, with the loose gravel. It's hard with a really heavy bike to control it. So yeah, it's an adventure. We had survived our first day on the Butter Tart 700. Barely. and somehow there was still 9 days to go. In the next episode, we fly down one steep descent after another before dropping into Monocliffs Provincial Park. The trails get rougher, rockier, and somehow even steeper. Like true Canadians, on Canada Day, we cool off inside Tim Hortons. We roll in late, tired and dusty, but Tailwind's B&B gives us a warm welcome and a place to camp for the night.